Thank you, Mark. In December of 2008, I went to Las Vegas to attend the Colorado River Water Users Association meeting. And at that meeting were about 800 water buffaloes, the peoples whose lives I try to make miserable. But I decided to leave a day early because I wanted to attend this special event in Salt Lake City at the Federal Center because they were auctioning land in the heart of my hometown, which is Moab, Utah. These are oil and gas leases right next to Canyonlands National Park and next to Arches National Park. And I wanted so desperately to be there, but there was this huge snowstorm happening, and the traffic advisories advised not going from Las Vegas to Salt Lake City. So I decided to do the safe thing and attend one more day with the water buffaloes. Then the headlines came out about a young man from the University of Utah who is our guest speaker tonight, who interrupted the auction for those lands that are so precious to the people of southeastern Utah. And I thought, wow, what a heroic thing to have done. I had so wished that I had decided to not attack the perilous snowstorm that was happening. But there's a picture of Tim with snow and falling on his hair, and I said, someday I'm going to meet that man. And so there was this river trip that was happening, and this trip was being organized by Roderick Nash, who lives in Crested Butte in Santa Barbara, and I see a lot of people shaking their heads, and I know that there are students of Roderick Nash. And on that trip also was Aaron Ralston and myself, and I was informed that Tim DeChristopher was going to be on this trip, and if I would like to go. And I agreed, and it was a San Juan River trip, which is one of the tributaries of the Colorado River. The trip starts in Bluff and ends on Lake Powell, and Tim and I actually became quite close friends, and we have since we've done 3 river trips altogether, haven't we? And some of them were the press, and anyway, we've become very good friends. And so when the host committee was coming together, Gary Walkner mentioned, let's have Tim DeChristopher come here. And I said, well, I can help Gary with that. I know Tim. And so at the time, Tim is, of course, a divinity student at Harvard University. And Tim agreed to come here and speak to this group. And so I am honored and privileged to introduce my good friend, Tim DeChristopher.